Hello everyone, hope you're all safe and well. Welcome to this program, Read Your Bible Through in a Year. And we are on day 36. And we are going to read chapters 36, 37, and 38 from the book of Exodus. And in the New Testament, Gospel according to Matthew, chapter 23, verses 1 through to 22. Thanks for tuning in, and if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, please do subscribe and make sure you share this link with your friends and family so they will be blessed as well. And as you all know, from we are on day 4 to the Tamil program, Tamil version of this program. If you're reading the Tamil Bible, you can always follow the link below in the description so that you can watch the Tamil version of this. If you have not joined us the previous day, or if you have missed one of the days, you can always click on the link to go back, and where you can listen to my teachings and descriptions for the chapters. Well, let's go straight to the readings, 36, 37, and 38. Actually, we were reading in the past couple of days the instructions Lord gave to Moses regarding the construction of the tabernacle, the ark, the altar, and how to make the incense, etc., etc. And you all know that 40 days and 40 nights Moses was speaking to the Lord, and he gave him specific instructions. Now, in 36, 37, and 38, we read how this ark was completed, how people constructed the ark. Especially the construction was given to two people, and we read about them yesterday. One was Bezalel and another one was Holiab. So both of them were anointed by God to construct this temple or the tabernacle or the ark. So now they both have taken the responsibility, and they have asked the people of Israel, to contribute as a free will offering for the construction of this tabernacle. And people started giving them orders, and also he instructs both these architects. One is the Bezalel and Holiab, to construct the ark. Now they begin to construct. That's what we are going to read. How specifically? Actually, these chapters complements the previous chapters. It's not repetitive, but it is a complement. It just says the previous chapters were instructions given by the Lord to Moses, but these chapters actually tells us how these things were constructed, and it's not a repetitive. So you have to know why these things are repeated again. In the previous chapters, it was instructions from the Lord to how to do the ark, how to make the ark, but these chapters tell how actually they were made. So it's not repetitive, so it complements both of them. Now, how those people, 37, you read how the ark was counted, etc. Especially in chapter 36, we need to read that how the people were so generous in giving their offerings for construction of this tabernacle. So in 36 chapter verses 5, Moses had to tell the people, stop giving, we have enough. So they were so generous, they gave all the things that is needed to construct the tabernacle. But now they received these things more than what was required, so they had to tell the people stop. So in 36, that's what we read. In 37, they build the ark, then they build the table, the lampstands, the altar of the incense. In 38, how the altar of the burnt offering is constructed, the basin for washing, the courtyard, the materials used, etc., etc. What are the materials they used? So all these reading, I don't want you to write it down or something, but how this complements how particular the Lord is about the ark, the tabernacle, how they obeyed the law of the Lord. This is very, very important. That's what we read in these 3 chapters. This is what these 3 chapters are about. So I want you to just concentrate, and maybe if you have time, go back and read the previous chapters, chapters 30, etc., as to what what the Lord instructed and whether these instructions were followed in this chapters. So as I told you already, 36, 37 and 38 are the complements of the previous chapters, and it is not repetitive. Now going to the New Testament, Gospel according to Matthew, chapters 23 verses 1 through to 22. Here is a different teaching of Jesus. It starts with Jesus said to the crowds and his disciples. Now he hasn't stopped teaching. He speaks now. He directly attacks the Jews. Now you have to remember, he's preaching, he's teaching in the temple, and the temple is a abode of the Jews, Pharisees and Sadducees and everything. He teaches in the middle of the temple. He stands in the temple and preaches to the people about the Jews. He says, don't do what they do, but listen to what they preach and do what they preach, and don't do what they do. He starts that and gives 7 oohs about the Jews, which is very, very dangerous, especially when all the Jews are there. In chapter 22 verses 1 through to 22, even tomorrow we will be reading the 7 oohs about the Jews. I want you to underline them and find out what are the 7 oohs which God is talking about. He says about the Jews, how hypocrite they are. They tell the people something and what they do is completely different. For example, he says, "Woe to you, teachers of the law and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You travel over the land and sea to win the single convert, and when he becomes one, you make him twice as much as son of hell as you are." The conversion, he tells them, you do something, but what you're doing is completely different to what you're preaching, etc. How they are guiding. He's attacking the teachers of the law. He's attacking the Sadducees, everyone. So this is one of the reasons why the Jews really want to put him to death. The reason for the crucifixion of Jesus was one of the reasons. Obviously, he is a threat now to the seat, the power of what the Jews had among the people. Excuse me. They had. So this is what I want you to read today, and hope you're enjoying this. And we are almost close to the plot now. After this, you will read that the plot against Jesus. They said, we can't take this anymore. We have to put an end to this, because as we know, Jesus is teaching in the temple. So this is all for today. I'll meet you tomorrow. I hope you're staying safe and well. Until I see you tomorrow, stay safe and stay blessed. Goodbye.